Joey Merlino strikes again, and this time his intended target is crime reporter, author, and historian Scott Burnstein. Welcome everybody to Infinitely Productions. In this video, we will be covering Skinny Joey Merlino's response against Scott Burnstein's video, The Great Philadelphia Mob Divide of 2025. Recently, on November 28, 2025, Scott Burnstein posted a video called The Great Philadelphia Mob Divide of 2025, in which he had covered the insight report that he's covered on Skinny Joey Merlino and his relationship with Stevie Mazzone. We will not be playing the video in its entirety. We're just using parts of the clip for fair use, where you can hear from Scott Burnstein on his reporting involving Skinny Joey Merlino and Stevie Mazzone's relationship.
At the end of last year, where there were two different Christmas parties, and this family is starting to divide, and it's becoming again more pronounced between pro-Joey and anti-Joey sentiment. What's added to this thing becoming more pronounced in the last 10 months is the return of Stevie Mazzone, and then last month the return of Dom Grande. Now, I report this, I'm trying to be delicate, and I understand there's a lot of moving parts here, and there's a lot of people that are sensitive to this narrative. And I want to be clear that I'm not in any way, shape, or form predicting there to be any, murders or guys running to the federal government to jump on a witness stand. That I don't think that's happening. The Merlino crew is notorious for sticking together through thick and thin. And I think, though, there's a needle to thread there, and I think there's some nuance. I don't think any of them will ever turn against each other in the sense, again, of trying to kill the other one or taking a witness stand against any of the others. But just like any group of friends, there's over years, over decades, there's going to be disputes and factions and beefs, and it's no different here. And what I'm reporting now is that Stevie Mazzone is very angry at Joey Merlino, and he's made it he's been very vocal about it within organized crime circles. And this divide in the family is coming down between pro-Joey and all the people that are proud to be seen with him out and about, guys that have been some of his top lieutenants through the years, Johnny Chang, Marty Angelina, Mikey Lance. So you would put those in the pro-Joey camp. But there's another camp here, and that's where the divide in the crime family comes from. Even though Merlino is no longer officially active, he's no longer a boss. He's officially, depends on how you want to, who you're talking to. He's either inactive voluntarily or he's on the shelf via decision made in conjunction between New York's five families and the current mob boss of Philly, Georgie Borghese. But Stevie has been sending word from prison in the years since Joey started the pod that this was unacceptable, that the family was losing standing, and that he was bearing the brunt of a lot of bad PR in the world of East Coast La Cosa Nostra. And what could he do? He was locked up. I also don't think I don't believe in coincidences, as people that have watched me have said that often. I don't know if Joey goes into this the way he went into it.
I got to.
Oh, yeah,
Scott
yeah,
Burnstein, you motherfucker.
Yeah, get him.
This motherfucker from Detroit, that bald-headed motherfucker that comes on. He keeps on talking about me and my friends. Everything you say is a fucking lie. I don't know how to fucking get up here and say it. Well, I won't sue you. I'm not a rat. So that's why you could say whatever you want about me. I would never I don't sue nobody. But you got to stop everything you say, and you say your sources. You ain't got no fucking sources. It's you, motherfucker. It's you saying whatever you just want to say. So whoever's watching this, And go watch it. The guy's a fucking nut. Everything you say about me and my friends is a fucking lie. We don't talk about you. We don't give two fucks about you. You fucking dirty motherfucker.
After he says the things, I hope that he rewatches them and says to himself, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
The guy's a fucking nut. Just keeps on talking about us. You don't know us. You don't know my friends. You ain't never been to Philly, you motherfucker. The only one you know is Philly and Eddie. That's probably your lover.
So as you heard from Scott Burnstein, he really believes that Skinny Joey Merlino and Stevie Mazzone are having some sort of fallout within their relationship, especially since their relationship goes back to many years. However, Scott Burnstein recently has been criticized for some of his reporting. He has not really stated his source. He usually keeps his sources anonymous, and therefore many of his own followers that subscribe to his channel from the Original Gangsters podcast, where he's the main host. You can check out the Original Gangsters podcast. The link's down in the description down below in case you want to hear more insight and subscribe to his channel and get more insight of his news reporting. But even on his video, there has been several comments not really supporting Scott Burnstein's claims, as you can see from here. Many people are saying that Bernstein's the biggest loser on the internet, never heard of so many lies. Some will say, shut up, you have no idea what you're talking about. How does anyone listen to this clown? He knows nothing. Joey told this guy to shut up. This guy's the worst thing in the genre. Gene Barella's the boss of the Banano now. Warning, Scott, the skinny's asking you to stop telling stories and lying about him and his friends. He said that you've never been to South Philly, which I believe, and you lie and you just make up these ridiculous stories as you go. When a man like him asks you to stop telling lies, you better consider stepping up and give it a rest. You know, in today's world, people have contacts that reach far and wide. I wouldn't want to be that one getting jammed up. So Scott, you finally have a chance to gain a little respect in what you do, and maybe people will start believing your reporting. Because if you don't realize what you say and receive the police reports, and you heard from informants that we actually believe that then you're worse than I thought, Scott, step up and be a man and do the right thing. That's from one user from the comments. Now we can let you all decide from what you scroll down once you watch the video. Scott Burnstein has been getting a lot of criticism from his reporting, especially when he's not known for disclosing his sources. Many people, along with Joey Merlino, have accused that Philip Leonetti, who Scott Burnstein collaborates to write the book Mafia Prince, in which they discover the Philadelphia crime family story and saga. And because since Leonetti had cooperated with Bernstein to write this book, many people believe that he is also the informant that's given Scott Burnstein inside information about the relationships of certain people within that group. Now, of course, Joey Merlino has disputed Bernstein's comments, as you can see here from his recent podcast episode, From the Skinny with Joey Merlino. So as you heard from Skinny Joey Merlino, this is from episode 116 from the podcast The Skinny with Joey Merlino and Little Snuff. So this is not the first time that Scott Burnstein has recorded on Joey Merlino that Merlino is responding that he's been inaccurate. We will show you a previous episodes in which Skinny Joey Merlino has recently opened his cheesesteak shop, Skinny Joey's Cheesesteak, in which he also reported Bernstein to be a hater, and that also he requested to have new haters besides Bernstein. Here's the comment that Merlino plays when he's doing his podcast with Little Snuff at Skinny Joey's Cheesesteak.
I like us though.
They love it.
I told you that the haters are going to start. I need new haters, please.
Yeah.
We need new haters because the haters are starting to like us. This other motherfucker, bald-headed motherfucker, Bernstein. 8 months ago, whatever, a year ago, he said my place got firebombed. They tried to kill me. Place never got firebombed. Never. That's a lie. When we got it, it was condemned. The windows were already broken. There was a bottle in here with a rag in it. I don't know if there was, it never was lit, nothing never burned. This is concrete. Concrete don't burn. That's why they make jails out of concrete. Yeah. Concrete don't burn. I don't know if you know that. So it was never firebombed, but he said it was firebombed. He said it was a message to me that I'm not welcome in Philly. He makes his own shit up. The guy's fucking nuts.
Yes, he does.
Nobody in Philly likes me. They hate me. Well, you're fucking wrong, you lying motherfucker. I'm loved in Philly. There was 10,000 people here. I'm going to open 1,000 of these all over the country. I'm going to show you. I'm going to become a billionaire, and you go fuck yourself.
That's the truth.
And I want to show you, now he's changing his tune.
Yeah, show the video, Joe, because
somebody just sent me this morning. He hated me, talked about me, this, that. See, I told you the haters are starting to like us. He's one of them. Here's the first hater starting to like us. I don't even want you to what do you call it? To see his ugly face. Where the fuck's the kid sent me the video? Here he is. Look at the kid, Uncle Fester. That's what the fuck he looks like too, Uncle Fester. I'm gonna play the video. Hold on. Put the volume up for you.
This past weekend,
there's his ugly face.
Had a grand opening for his new cheese steak spot in South Philly, Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks, and it was a grand slam success, and it speaks volumes. I mean, Joey Merlino is South Philly's favorite son. You can put him up there with, the Broad Street Bullies of the, Philadelphia Flyer fame. You can put him up there with Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. You can put him up there with Allen Iverson, Mike Schmidt, Bryce Harper, who showed up at the grand opening this weekend. He is a true icon and also an iconoclast. Nobody's ever, they broke the mold with Joey. Nobody's ever been like that before, and nobody will be like that after Joey. Joey Merlino is one of a kind, and I really think this weekend.
I mean, he's in love with you.
Fucking hypocrite motherfucker. That's a hypocrite right there. But fuck him.
He's got you down. He's got you down with Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally insane that he switched this whole tune.
Just switched it. 8 months ago, a year ago, I was done. Place had never opened. Going to burn it down.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck out.
And there you have it. You hear from Merlino's commentary against Scott Burnstein, especially with the recent commentary that Burnstein has put on his own podcast. Now, to be fair, we are not bashing Scott Burnstein on his journalism nor his character. We just want to show you both sides of each individual's own perspective. Now, according to Scott Burnstein, he has always been aware of Joey Merlino's negative commentary towards him, as we show you the video from his own episode from the Gangsters podcast in the fair use way.
And the fact is, Joey, in his politicking in the launching and then the immediate aftermath of the podcast going live and the Skinny brand, which, here at OG Pod, we give credit where credit is due. And in terms of a niche podcast, I think it's done really well. And he's created an audience for himself and a platform for himself to do what he feels is the best thing to do. And his kind of bully pulpit and his ability to kind of speak for himself and speak for other people that he feels don't have a voice. And Little Snuff, his sidekick, is pretty, he's good on screen. I know that they both don't like me, but hey, I can give credit where credit is due, and I think they do a good job. But nonetheless, the ramifications are the ramifications.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.